Good afternoon. My name is Sandra Bellini. I'm from the press office of Filo. We are here with Susanne
Yes.
from Lenzing. And welcome, Susanne. And we have a very fascinating title for this talk, From Forest to Filament to Forest. Can you tell us something more about it, about this concept, about circularity and so on?
Sure, I can do. Yes, our slogan is from forest to filament to forest. So the story is very easy. So we start with the raw material wood, which is coming from trees. And then we transfer the wood with the very sustainable lyocell process into a filament. This is something new for Lenzing. And then at the end, our product is biodegradable. So theoretically, we can put it back to the forest, and then some new trees can grow. This is why we say from forest to filament to forest.
Oh, that's very nice. It's really a very nice image. But which are the main qualities of this new product you have, that TENCEL Luxe? It's a new product, so you can tell us something about its qualities.
Sure. So TENCEL Luxe is under the umbrella of TENCEL, and if we mention Luxe, it meant always that we have a filament stage. So for Lenzing it's very new, because normally we're selling bales, which is near to cotton. But with TENCEL Luxe we are selling first of all a yarn, so yarn stage, based on the fact that this is a multi-filament, so with a lot of single filaments, and then we can transfer it in a lot of applications. TENCEL Luxe is a very new product, so we are only 4 years old. We introduced it to the market in October 2018, and we start with 2 applications, so with the woven application and with the circular knitted application. So TENCEL Luxe is coming under the generic name of lyocell, and I'm a textile engineer, so I like lyocell very much, because you can transfer this material in different directions through finishing. I brought something with you because also the title is we are very near to silk. So in the woven application, we try to be as near as possible to the finest and best material silk. And I can show you something.
Yes, sure.
And also you can feel it. So this is 100% of TENCEL Luxe.
It really feels like silk.
The drapability is very nice, the touch is very nice, and as I said, you can transfer it into a silk-like product from the hand feel. But furthermore, if you know what you are doing through finishing, you can also end up in the velvet or peachkin-like feel. And exactly. So these are the opportunities of lyocell. And the second application we have, and this is really something which you have not in the silk market, we can offer in the circular knitting a really silk feeling. And again, we can transfer it into this liquid-like drape thing. And again, in a very, very cozy.
Jersey, something like that.
Exactly. Please, yes.
And
thank you so much.
Circular knitting, the knitting is very fashionable in this period. So I think you had a lot of reward from the market for this kind of problem.
Yes, so also this is very interesting because Lenzing is so well known for staple fiber business. But with Filament, unfortunately, we can't use all our clients who are very important in the staple fiber business. So the last 4 years, we tried to establish new supply chains, especially for lyocell filament, for TENCEL Luxe. And so it is really very nice to find new supply chains all over the world. And yeah, we move forward.
Yes,
with
that's
this.
The goal of every big company to find new markets, new and uses. You were speaking about the supply chain, how important it is for a fiber like TENCEL or Lenzing.
I believe the supply chain and also the relationship with all these different partners are very important. So I'm responsible for the European supply chains, and in comparison to Asian supply chains, we have to build really every step, which took quite long, but I love it to do so. And Italy is one of the most important market for the moment for us for fabric developments with TENCEL Luxe.
Yes, sure. We in Filo, we think that supply chain to have a great collaboration with the different steps can bring new ideas in the field. I don't know if it's the same.
Exactly.
So you can get some stimuli from your clients as well.
Exactly. That's the reason. And also with the clients, we are much more quicker than we would do everything in-house. So Lenzing has also little laboratories and do a lot of technical evaluation, but we never would be so quick if we would do it on our own. So it is really a policy also for TENCEL Luxe to find good and long-lasting relationships.
That's sure. And now we have to discuss the big theme of the textile industry, sustainability.
Yes.
I think TENCEL is a sustainable fiber, but there is a lot of confusion in the consumer. So first we speak about why TENCEL is sustainable, and then I would like to ask you what a fiber producer can do to explain to the end consumer the qualities of its fiber.
Okay, I start with the lyocell process, which I think a lot of people know very well. So the lyocell process is everything is guided in closed loops, and we celebrate this year the 30th anniversary of this lyocell process, and yes, it was a game changer 30 years ago, and we managed very well to increase also the sustainability in focusing, for example, to get a recovery rate of our solution of more than 99%. And the lyocell process in general, we use only an organic solvent and water to transfer the wood in pulp and to transfer then the pulp into a fiber or a filament. And at the end, so we start with a cellulosic product, and at the end 100% cellulosic product is coming out, which is biodegradable, and with TENCEL Luxe is also vegan registered. So this makes these materials sustainable.
And about the end consumer, what you can do? I mean, you can have co-marketing with brands, or you think it's just a matter of educating the...
Exactly. The topic is quite, let's say, not easy to transfer everything, but under the umbrella from TENCEL, we market a lot of things till the end consumer. So one thing is the biodegradability, which is a gorgeous thing. If you can say, okay, at the end of life, you put your T-shirt into your garden and it's biodegraded with your herbs. This is amazing, let's say.
Yes.
And so we try to transfer more scientific parameters and topics into more easier thing, which is sometimes quite challenging.
Yes, it is very challenging. And what about raw material prices? We had a crisis, something like that. Is really a product like yours more expensive than other? And in which way you can explain this again to the end consumer? Because if you want a quality product, you have to pay for it, but it's not so easy to.
It is really a good question because price. So unfortunately, it is like this that if you would like to buy a real sustainable product, you have to spend a little bit more. And not everybody could afford it, but I think the topic is so important that perhaps the end consumer has to change a little bit their mind to buy not 20 T-shirts, perhaps to buy only one, and so on. I think it is really a society topic. It's a worldwide topic, and
Yes.
so
It's really will be a challenge for the future. And speaking about future, Lenzing is known for its research, for new development, new products. Where is going Lenzing? What is it?
So you asked me, and okay, I'm so glad that I have a new product with TENCEL Luxe, and I really believe with Filament I have the innovation and the creativity in my hand. So I'm still satisfied if I can work the next 20 years with TENCEL Luxe. So. And wait and see. I think Lenzing will come with something else, perhaps again on the staple fiber matter.
Okay. I don't know. There is some question for Susanne. Mr. Covini, you want to?
No, he knows everything. He's my colleague, so he knows everything.
I don't know if I have forgotten something. You want to say something more?
I think we are fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here.